Hello Aries, Sun sign and Aries Ascendant. This is your forecast for September 2016, and this month starts out with the Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter transiting through the sign of Virgo, which is in your sixth house, which just so happens to be the home of Virgo. So I'm going to give you the opportunities as well as things that you need to avoid. And first and foremost, this gives you a strong emotional need to be productive, to make sure that things are getting accomplished. So if you're lazy in any way, you'll feel guilt, you'll feel anxiety. So let me say this, you have an excellent opportunity to get caught up and even get ahead of the game, because I see you really, again, wanting to get things accomplished. Now, Aries is a fire sign, and the fire signs do indeed tend to leap before they look. They can be impulsive. So hit the brakes, think about what you want to accomplish this month, come up with some kind of plan, and let the things of lesser importance fall by the wayside. You can get to them later. But really, if you don't do this, I can see you overextending yourself, maybe underestimating how long it's going to take you to get things accomplished. So first and foremost, keep your eyes on the prize. Now, the challenges. You can be all work and no play. You can be a workaholic. You can feel like you're married to your career. So it's going to be imperative that, in a sense, you think like a farmer. You plant the seeds. You tend to those seeds during the day. At the end of the day, as the saying goes, you have to let go and you have to let God. So you're learning to do your best and detach and have faith. Now, Venus is in Libra to start the month off, and it went into Libra on August 30th. Now, Venus is the natural ruler of Libra, and for you, it falls in the 7th house. Venus is the ruler of the 7th house, so this is very powerful stuff for you and very positive stuff for you. So wherever Venus travels, it tells me where your joy is. And so the people in your inner circle, your close friendships, your love life, all those people make you happy. So it's a good time to make time or to spend quality time with those people, to open up, to share where you're at in your life. And I would say if you're in a relationship, it looks particularly special this month, but you are in danger, again, of missing out if you're all work and no play. So make time for the people in your life. Now, if you're single, this is a great time to put yourself out there, okay? Now, let's see, Mercury goes into the dreaded retrograde August 30th through September 22nd. And so for you, Mercury's in your 6th house of work. So some tricky stuff here for you. Mercury is the natural ruler of Virgo and the 6th house. So again, very tricky, because since it's retrograde, it might mean that you have more than your fair share of things that don't go right in your work. So kind of, in a sense, it might prescribe to Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. You had a plan, seemed like a great plan, things aren't working out, or there's unforeseen obstacles. You know, another thing that this can mean is that technology, computers or printers or whatever, don't work the way they should, and it can just frustrate you and slow you down. So this is a weak point for most Aries individuals unless you've consciously worked on it. Breathe. Work on your patience, okay? You might find yourself redoing things a lot. So there's really nothing I can say to make this better for you other than to be prepared for the unexpected. And I would say be flexible with work stuff. Maybe the universe is showing you a better way, so don't be stubborn, okay? Now, let's see, now Mercury makes a conjunction to Jupiter on September 1st, and that's in your 6th house too. So Jupiter aligned with Mercury, that gives you some really keen insights. But since Mercury's retrograde, I would say your intuition itself is quite powerful, and it's going to be real important that you honor your intuitive hits and trust what you're getting. And again, this looks like it pertains to work. Can you be more effective by cutting out unnecessary steps? Can you find a way that makes you more effective and more efficient? And I also want to say, with all this 6th house energy, Virgo energy, It applies to health. So it's a good time to also focus on being healthier, getting in shape, improving your diet as well. And if you're having any kind of health situation or health problem, again, you might have some intuitive hits about what you need to do, or what's causing it and how you can correct it. Okay, now also on the same day, Mars makes a conjunction to Saturn, and really not necessarily on the same day. It looks like back in late August. This was precise, okay, but it's still going on, and it's going to last, it looks like, until September 10th. So Mars conjunct Saturn, and this is difficult, but yet if you learn to channel it, it can be empowering. But until you do that, it's tricky, because Mars aligned with Saturn has the feel of hitting the gas and then panicking and slamming on the brakes. So you got this stop and go kind of motion going on. And so with your dreams, with your inspiration, let's put it that way, you can feel like the sky's the limit. You can feel inspired, and I'm gonna just go for it. So you can be real gung-ho, and then you can feel a lot of fear, and you can be, oh my God, I can't do this. So you're mastering fear, and you're, in a sense, you need to marry inspiration with strategy. So and let me say, maybe also inspiration with strategy and faith. So don't fly by the seat of your pants, but don't let fear paralyze you this month, especially really the first 10 days. So it looks like this month can start out and feel kind of difficult for you. So the way to master it is really to adapt that slogan that slow and steady wins the race, which is totally not an Aries kind of way of thinking. You want to just floor it and go 100 miles an hour, and it's just not going to work out for you this month if you're not willing to be slow and steady. Okay, now Jupiter goes into Libra September 9th, and that's in your 7th house. So I've already talked about Venus going into the 7th house. Well, Jupiter going into the 7th house is even better. So relationships improve. It's like wherever Jupiter goes, there's blessings, or there's freedom, okay? If you're in a great relationship, it can feel like a golden period in your relationship. If you're in a bad relationship, Jupiter frees you in some way by helping you to see the light or helping you to end it in some way. If you're single, this will be a period where you can be lucky in love. Okay, now September 10th, the next day, Saturn makes a square to Neptune. Now Saturn's in your 9th, and let's see, Neptune is in your 12th. So this is a really difficult energy, but not impossible. None of these energies are impossible. They can just feel that way, okay? So squares and oppositions are called challenging aspects, and they can trip you up by the way you're thinking. So Saturn, Neptune, this is really saying that you might have some pie in the sky dreams, and you don't really have a good grasp on how you're going to make your dreams come true. So there's a variety of ways that this could manifest in your life, but you can feel a sense of futility. This is never going to happen. I was such an idiot for thinking this way. So in other words, you can punish yourself and be really hard on yourself, or you can blindly trudge forward when you need to stop and think about how you're going to make your dreams come true. So this is all kind of telling me that you do indeed need to think more deeply about your strategies this month. It's great to have passion and put a lot of energy into your goals, but it's pointless if there's a better way. Or another way to say it is, it's pointless if you're just kidding yourself and it's not working out for you. So definitely take some time to do some soul searching and some planning and get a good, effective strategy in place for yourself. Okay, let's see. Venus goes into Scorpio September 23rd. And this could not be more different than Venus and Libra. Venus and Libra is let's party, let's socialize, let's call so-and-so, let's talk. And Venus and Scorpio is about setting boundaries. You're going to feel a stronger need to be alone and have what I call sacred alone time. So sacred alone time means you basically need to recharge your batteries, get some rest, and just contemplate where you are in your life. And it's a very good thing for you, okay? And then lastly, Mars goes into Capricorn on September 27th. And let's see, that goes into your 10th house. So Mars in Capricorn is said to be exalted, which is a fancy way of saying that it's very comfortable in this sign. Mars is a warrior energy, and it needs a mission. It needs a mountain to climb. And for you, the mountain to climb is career. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what confronts me. I will win. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to be successful. Really, it gives you this warrior mentality in your career. And again, I think that you're going to have a very successful, the potential for a very successful month in work and career if you don't overdo it, number one. And number two, you just don't exhaust yourself. You don't push too hard. Mars in the 10th house definitely means that you've got a lot of energy, again, a lot of ambition. But let me give you one bit of warning about Mars in the 10th house. You can have a my way or the highway approach to things without realizing it, and you can hurt other people's feelings, you can step on toes, you can make enemies even. So be mindful of other people's feelings. Try to have the spirit of teamwork as much as possible. Try to be respectful of what other people want. I'm not saying to cave in. I'm just saying take all things into consideration. But ultimately, I would say this month, slow and steady she goes. Just be patient, be methodical, slow down, and just take it one step at a time. And again, you're going to have to take a lot of deep breaths this month, and I think you are going to be productive. I'm just not so sure that you won't drive yourself crazy if you don't learn to let go of things at the end of the day and just learn to relax and have faith. So there you go. I hope you have a great month, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye-bye.